Anyone can flip a house, but can you stay on budget? Can you stay on timeline? And can you time the market right? That's what I feel like we did on this house. I want to show you what we're talking about. So this house, we actually closed on this house on June 1st. So that was right at the start of the summer, right when the market was getting hot, right? But today is July 18th. So in 6 weeks, we were able to transform this house and make it into what it is now. That way, we're hitting the market and we can get this sold before the end of the summer. So we talk about being on time and on budget. To do that, you gotta rely on a great contractor. Joe, right here, is actually our contractor in our focal point up in Sheridan, Wyoming. Joe, what did this house, like what were the things you guys had to do to, and honestly, how did you complete this so fast?
I have a good team behind me. We walked in here in basements, you usually have unlevel grounds, you have walls that have been pretty beat up. And so we came in, took the floors up and re-leveled the floors so that they would sit nice. Walls, I have a great sheetrock guy that turns them out and makes them look good. And
awesome. Yeah. So Joe, more of the house, Joe. Some of these rooms just had a little bit of a weird layout, right? With weird doors. Like, what was it looking like?
This one was a little different because they had the furnace that was in this wall right here. And here in Wyoming, you can't have a furnace in a bedroom that's not compressed. So we ended up taking that wall out and turning the furnace to where we can put it in the garage and make it legal to make this an actual bedroom. Not a lot was done in here other than some of the sheetrock work. We did take doors down and clean them up and put some new trim on them. Cleaned up closets and put new floors down. This one was pretty rough, but it went pretty fast with the crew that we got.
So when it comes to selling a house, everybody, or most people know that the two biggest things are the kitchens and the bathrooms. So thanks to Joe and his crew, they completely transformed this bathroom and made it beautiful. Joe, like what does a typical bathroom remodel look like?
Usually we like to get underneath the studs. We like to make sure that things are plumbed right. We like to make sure that the electrical's right in a bathroom with water being present. Just making sure that everything's going to be good and square for our owners, our next owners on the home, so that they don't have to worry about it for 5 to 10 years, you know.
And then how about when you start to put it all back together? What's that look like?
It's a process. Bathrooms and kitchens always are, with water being present and pipes, but you know what? They're fun to do. I actually thoroughly enjoy bathrooms more than I do a bedroom per se, just because there's more to it. A lot more strategics to it.
Yeah. And just you see the finishes, right? From like the outlet covers to the lighting to just consistent colors and color schemes. You can really put a you can really transform a bathroom and really make it pop. Because again, whether you want to sell your house or whether you just want to do a remodel and like update your bathroom, have a nicer living space, like we can help you. So if you're interested, please reach out. One of the things I love about this house is the accent on the stairwell, from the carpet to the refinishing, how clean and nice it looks. And it's the first thing you see when you walk in the door. As we come upstairs here, you can see all the new flooring that we laid. Joe and his crew got in here. I love the colors. I just love the layout. And plus, combine that with the white walls and the white trim, I think it really pops. Joe, tell us about the kitchen. What you guys do here in this kitchen?
The appliances that we had here were actually in really good shape, so we took a lot of TLC on those and dug them apart and cleaned them out real good. We put brand new counters on top of decent cupboards that were on here. And we repainted these cupboards and put some new hinges and knobs on them to make them look sharp and nice. Checked through all the electrical, put a new sink base in with a new faucet, cleaned up our windowsill to make it really pop.
I mean, the great thing is, so you guys added sinks, counters, but we kept cabinets and the appliances, and the stuff was in good enough shape that you were able to take what's existing to keep us on budget and then add these other accents.
Yes, for sure.
All right, now that you've seen the kitchens and the bathrooms, let's show you the bedrooms of the house. So down this hallway, we've got our second bathroom, and then we've got the 2 bedrooms. And there's a third bedroom downstairs, but check out this bedroom back here. So good size. Again, didn't have to do a whole lot, right, Joe? Just flooring, trim, paint. What else did we do?
We put in a new vent, trimmed out the windows, put a nice fan in here. It was pretty hot in here when we got in here, and it was just a light, so we decided to put a little bit of air in through this bedroom.
So probably a whole lot of time, right, to just from trim, paint, flooring, and a fixture, and completely new room.
It actually went pretty fast. New doors on the closets, cleaned it up, and it really came out nice.
Awesome. Well, let's go check out my favorite part of the house, the deck. This is by far. What do you think, Joe? Best part of the house?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you got the views, you got this like huge backyard. Joe loves it because you got to mow it. He said that was his favorite part. Nothing like summertime in Wyoming. And nothing better than having this nice huge backyard to enjoy it. The cool thing about this property is that the price point, we listed around $430,000, but to get this size of a backyard, unless you're out of town on a ranch, you're not touching this, and you're definitely not touching it under $500,000. So this is a really cool house for a nice young family that can get out here, enjoy this outdoor space, and still be at an affordable price. Okay, we're out on this beautiful deck in this gorgeous backyard. Joe, what does it take to build a deck like this?
You know, you just start from the ground up, start with your main beams, your support beams, and then you build from there and you start supporting it to the walls. You gotta make sure you're up to code with Sheridan. You gotta just make sure your guys are capable of being able to tread across these beams as you're putting it together.
Absolutely. So, how about materials? What materials do you like to use on a deck?
You know, they have the Trex board down on here. I actually like using the new Trex board that they've got coming out. It seems solid, it doesn't warp. If it gets installed right, it's a lifelong deck.
And it lasts, huh?
It does.
Affordable, okay, wow. So it's affordable, looks great. If you get the right contractor to put it together, you can have a beautiful space just like this. So a lot of our customers, they really want to maximize the space and maximize the lot. One of the best ways to do that is, other than all the renovations in the house, is to go out and build a beautiful deck like this. Because now, for example, on a nice lot like this, you could be outside, you could be barbecuing, you could be hosting family, you could be watching the kids run around and just enjoying the beautiful Wyoming summers. So if you're interested in adding value to your house and having this experience, give us a call. We'll send Joe out. He'll come out there, look at your property, give you a bid for it, and see if you can have a beautiful space like this. So when we're flipping a house, and also if we're doing residential or retail work for other customers, we're always going to look at all the components of the house, from the tankless water heater to the furnace. But Joe, tell them on this house kind of how you move things around to make this the most functional.
Yeah, so like I said, when we were in the master bedroom down here in the basement, furnace access was in the bedroom, and here in Sheridan it is illegal to do that. So we turned around and we brought it out here and took our access and brought it into the garage. To do that though, we had to move the hot water heater from this section of the wall and move it to the left a little bit, but it definitely maximized that bedroom being an actual bedroom.
Wow, so so much more functionality. We're following code, and yeah, and able to move things around, and I think it's a great use of the space, and just really shows what our crews are able to do and what we do on our flips. And again, the way maybe we can help you in your house. And also, you might be going through an inspection report. Maybe you're trying to sell your property, or maybe you just bought a property and you didn't get everything done in your inspections before you bought the house, and now you're ready to tackle them. Well, if you are, give us a call. Joe can come out and he can look at what it takes to move your furnace, or what it takes to service your water heater, or whatever it might be. We can help you out. So all it takes is a quick call to Revive, and we're going to send Joe out to your house. He's going to come out here and check it out and have a conversation and see if we can help you out.